Alright everyone, I'm Ryers, and welcome back to Shadow of the Erdtree. Let's keep going. And right when I log in, I come back to this beautiful site here. God. I still think this is one of the most beautiful vistas in the entire game. Look at that. Alright, so last time we came out here, found the cross, and killed that Crucible Knight up there. I don't believe we've rested here yet because I'm not at full health, but I could be wrong. Let me go back and explore that other spirit spring inside the ruins here. Okay, so there's a spirit spring, and then there should be another one back here. Yes. There's also the other way back that way, on the screen at least. There's an item, with more of these guys. Ow. Alright. Okay. So where does this go? This looks like it goes back into where we found the other one before. And I was confused why we didn't find it again. Right? There's this guy here. I guess it might have just respawned. Right, okay. I'm just gonna leave you up there. We never actually looked out here. I would have noticed that cross down there. Alright, so I think this just loops back around. Let me avoid this, what were they called again? The Curse Blade. Right, that's where that is. Gotcha. Okay. So let's go back down. I'm gonna take a right here. I've definitely not been in here. Fine Crucible Feather Talisman. Fine, I'll take care of you guys. A lot of you. Okay. Let's see what this does. Improves backstabs, but increases damage taken. Interesting. Talisman fashioned from the thin feathers that embody the aspects of various creatures, said to have grown on the human body long ago. Improves backstabs, but increases damage taken at all times. The Hornsen view the Crucible as sacred, for their refinement wrought through its evolutionary gifts, most prominently their tangled horns. Okay. So we're definitely learning more about the Crucible. I guess it's like the Crucible of life. It's what created all the life and the horns and all that. Okay. Let me try this thing out just out of curiosity. See if it actually has any special looking effect to it. So if I stand here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish. I might just increase the distance that we backstep, but I put it back on the turtle. No, that's still the same distance. So no special effect, but does it actually change the damage negation? It does. From about 67, 57, it's about a minus 5%-ish across everything. I kind of wish it would tell you the iframes that it would give you or something, but it's just a smoldering thing. Okay. I'll put my lantern on here. Let's see if there's anything more to this area. I might benefit from a torch. People, I'm guessing, just jumped across here because they could. Yep, that one's a bit too far. Right. Let's go back out. And back to the Grace. Because I think we've explored everything here. For the most part, at least. Alright, let me double check this area before we move on across the bridge. I'm pretty sure we already got most of everything around here. Yeah. Oh, no. Right, this is this section we saw from the other side. Ash of Ore, Dryleaf Whirlwind. Okay. This represents the pinnacle of Dane's footwork-based martial artistry. It will rise into the air with a series of spinning kicks before crashing down with one final strike. And he's kicking attacks with energy, increasing the range. Usable on hand-to-hand weapons. Neat. Definitely good for a monk build. Alright, let's rest here at this Grace before we continue across the bridge. We have another blessing to put in. Nice. Up to 14 of those. Still quite a bit more to explore. Still don't know how to get the map of that, though. Because, yeah, this was a dead end. That just led to that catacombs. There's gotta be a way down, like, over here or something. Alright, let's keep going then. You guys... Okay, you're nothing to worry about. There's a furnace golem there. Which I might try to take out... That's gonna be close. That's mean. Putting that on the narrow bridge. Okay, so we can jump down there. Doing it again. Whew. That's a really cool attack, but it's dangerous. Alright, let me... Probably resistant to fire damage. Alright, there we go. Alright, I don't want to throw... Ow. Heal. I want to do jump attacks instead. Get behind him. Avoid the grab. Well, let me two hands for more. I tried to rolling because I thought I was going to get stepped on. That's the wrong button. Okay. Gonna heal up. Yeah, I rolled again. Not doing a whole lot of damage per hit with this thing. How much do I do with this? More. Yeah, a lot more. I rolled again because I didn't jump. Alright. That's really good damage there. Okay, so charge attacks is the way to go. Oh yeah. I'm worried he's going to be in the wrong spot. Right, that's the explosion. I want you to face over here, please. Thank you. Oh boy. No, keep facing this way. Please keep facing this way. Okay. Right. I still need to jump at with that. I think they're very punishing. Alright, let's try this again. Let me try to bait it over on this end of the bridge. Okay, you're gonna go that way. That changed direction a little bit. Go down below there too, okay. I do want to try to take care of this guy though. Ooh, hello. Alright. Run. Jump. That was a dangerous move there. Grab. Run. Jump. Nope. I mistimed the jump again. I broke one of his legs the first time. Alright, let's try this again. I can't easily lure it towards where I want to go, because if I'm too far away, then it just does this attack instead. So I guess mid-range is where it's supposed to go. Alright, this is a good spot for it here, I think. As long as you don't keep going in circles. Nice. Run. Jump. Nice. So the explosion isn't that big of a range. Please don't do stuff like that right now. Thank you. I was 2 feet away from you. What? Okay, do I need to break your legs multiple times then? How much is this gonna take? There you go. Alright. Thankfully you... Alright, good. That was in range. Thankfully you leave your leg open to walk under. Okay, there's one. Okay, you're knocked down? Not quite yet. What are you doing? Don't like what you're doing. Please fall over. Oh my god. Alright, am I dead? I'm dead. Cool. Awesome. Sweet. That's great. Why did you do that attack when I was right underneath you? Okay. Okay, there's one. Okay, he's actually down this time. Which direction are you turning, man? Are you down? Good. My god. Okay. These things aren't even challenging to defeat, they're just annoying. But we got it down. We got the Crimson Sapping cracked here. It grants HP restoring effect to mixed physics. It temporarily restores HP upon landing attacks. Okay, that's neat. Alright, let me go back to the Grace over there and reset my flask situation. Okay. Let me put back on the spear. Alright. And now we can actually explore around here in peace. Peace and quiet. Let's go down, explore this underway section here. So let me turn my lantern back on. I'm expecting more than owls just to be in here. Maybe it is just a safe spot. A little animal sanctuary. Alright, we can make that jump. Right? Yeah. Okay, there's a Miranda flower in there. Along with whatever this is. Scarlet bud. A large rotten bud that will never come into bloom. A material used for crafting items. Grows in lands blighted by the scarlet rot. Why is this here? There's a time when these buds were not touched by the scarlet rot's blight, when they were the symbol of the small church deep within the ruins of ancient ruins of Rauh. Okay. So, these are not the afflicted ones, these are just the normal ones. Good. Yeah, you stop that with that magic. There's like a big bug over that direction. A flying scorpion. Whew. Man, that's a cool attack. Ow. Yeah, that's such a cool move. Alright. Okay, that works. Aspects of the Crucible bloom. We saw the Crucible Knight use that earlier. Summons the Rain of Light. In an age-long past, before this land was enshrouded in shadow, the vitality of the Crucible flourished. So we're definitely close to the church then. That burning's not quite enough to kill them. Let me get my healing up. You are creepy looking. You're not too tough though. And you're weak to fire, it seems. Might be out of range. Yeah. Ow. Nice. Alright. Let's take another look around here, make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, I might be able to drop down from the top, but we can't go up. Look at that endless expanse of clouds. Yep, I was too far. There's a lot of these blooms here. So I wonder, did the Scarlet Rot come from here, or did it come from these flowers? This is like the pure version of it. Okay, we can go up here. There's an elevator back there as well. There's lots more of you. Alright, well, we've got the flaming spear, so works quite well. Ow. Actually use this cerulean flask. I hear things moving, yeah. We're invisible. Any more hanging besides you, little tiny one? Good target practice. Alright, that looked like all of them then. Okay, but not much else up here. It's probably a drop down from the top. Right. That actually did a lot more damage than I thought. Alright, so where does this go? Does it go up or down? Up. Alright. Now, I have to check. Is there anything underneath this elevator? It looks like it's just a big stone pillar. Let's see. There could be like a little door here somewhere. But not on this one, it seems. I doubt there's one on the other side. Yeah. But what if there's one up here? This would be a good place to hide something. Aw. Man, alright. I would have totally put something back there. One of these days, there's going to be something under the elevator. Alright. Excuse you. Guess you guys want to die then. You, though, I want to get preferably without yeah, it's gone. Okay. Well, I'm down here now, I guess. It's a long drop, but it might be okay if we drop down onto that rock. Is that dog chasing me? Alright, let's get back up there. And I want to do quit out to respawn that guy. Alright, you. That's better. Good. So there's not much up here, aside from one of those guys, and a few items. Okay, I should be safe dropping down here. Can I pull this guy? Nice. Now, why are the blood fiends here? That's the way we can go. Yeah, I know you see me, dog. And that dog was bigger. Thankfully, you were totally fine during all that. You got a flask back as well. Not that I needed it. What do these messages say? Look carefully, lift. Eh? Maybe that's if we came from this side then? Oh, it makes sense to me. Okay, so there's a hole down there. A spirit spring, a sealed one. But where are the rocks? I'm worried if we jump down, we might not be able to get back up. Okay. I need to take a quick break here. Let me get to a safe spot. Alright. Much better. Sorry, dog, you're just relaxing there. Ow. Okay. Let me get this going again. Okay, now I thought I heard at first the a merchant violin, but no, that was just the music. So I'm guessing this is the way that we saw from this side. Yeah. I missed an item. String, alright. Let's drop down in here now. There's gotta be the rocks somewhere. Also, can I snipe these guys? Yes. Yes, I can. It's a dog. I've got to put a message down. I don't think I've ever put... I've put messages in the DLC before, right? Yeah, everything else was just in the vanilla game. should write more messages. Even if it is just to help my, my healing, potentially. Okay. My lantern's off again. More dragonflies. Yeah, I guess one of the benefits of having high arcane is the extra item discovery. Come on, there we go. There we go. Well, that's nice of you, thank you. So, somewhere up there, then. Let me rate this message. It better be up there. Because I kind of want to get back up there if I can. Alright, are we back with the Furnace Golem area? I don't think so. Actually we are. Yeah, this is where I found the Furnace Golem. Okay. Which means we can just go around. So yeah, I think this might be the intended way to get down here, but that jump also worked. Right, I can't summon on an elevator. Alright. So they said southwest up here are the rocks. They further up here? Up here, perhaps? We haven't been up here. Is that a kindred of rot? Okay. Is this a rot pool? Certainly looks like it. Yes, it is. Okay. Well, we know the weakness of rot is fire, so let me not stand in that. Also, let me change this to this. You're more of a red color than the other ones I've seen. And you're also not coming close. Bad timing for that, ow. Gonna aggro the other one too? Yeah. Okay, you're actually walking closer though. Now let me get a good look at you here. You're very red. And he drops scarlet buds. Don't trust Torrent being able to withstand those, that attack that those things do. Elevator. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. There could actually be a grace there. Yeah, of course I wasn't in range. Here we go. What else is over there? There's more. Alright, let's take the elevator. See where that goes. Well, hopefully a shortcut. Well, it is not a shortcut. That looks like it could be a boss area. What's over there? Okay, that goes to an opening. I do want to check that out. See where we are. See if there's any graces nearby. Another Crucible Knight, or is that one of the other people that dual wield the swords? There's a Golem over there, okay. I kinda don't like exploring here when it's nighttime. It's too hard to see things, but there is the rock. Right? Yeah. Okay, so now we have a shortcut. Yeah, they weren't lying, it was up there. Okay. So, well, where else can we go from here then? This goes pretty far up. And probably easiest to get over to that part. Oh yeah. Easy. Is there anything up here? There's a chest. Okay, I'll take it. A model necklace +2. Is that the... yeah. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, this really is a gorgeous view. So that down there has to be Castle Ensis then, yeah. And then further beyond it is the Jagged Peak, all the way over there. That's the Cathedral of Manus Meter. That's the Shadow Keep. Alright. Anything else on this little outcropping area? There's an item. There's something died. So bloodstain, yeah, that's too far of a drop. There is an item down there. So I see why you were tempted. Alright, let me check over here. We can drop down there then. I assume this is how we get down this way if we want to, by dropping onto that ledge. There's probably also a way to get up top there. Okay, let's grab this item over here. That was almost to death. So, where are we now? Underneath where we just were. Are these dogs dead? I think so? Maybe? Right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I guess this is... okay, this is the other side of this spot. Gotcha. Okay. There's an item down there I missed. Let's go grab that. It was right there. So if I can land on this level... Excellent. Not risen. Okay, anywhere else to jump to from here? Let's try this direction. Not quite high enough. And then this direction. Nothing too special. Okay. Let's get back up here. There are really no checkpoints at all over here. Or maybe this is something. No, it's just a burrow right in the center of that platform. Okay, you are just one of those guys. Let me see if I can sneak around. Take a look at what we have. Just want to see if there's a grace. There's a shortcut lever. I think. So where does this go? If we've even been here before. Kind of hope we have, but I don't think we have. Right, I can't do torrent on that elevator. Spirit Grave Stone. Right, yeah, we have definitely not been in here. Alright, let's leave. Explore this later. See ya. I think I've seen that spell, though. Or at least an item to use it. Somewhere. This thing? Yeah, that's probably it. Okay. So we found that elevator. Is there anything else? Okay, that way probably leads out that direction. Probably also jump down, yeah. Alright, let's go back in here. Anything up top? Yeah, this is just where we were before. Okay, well. I think for now I'm going to leave this episode here. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Take care.